1 Samuel chapter 11. Then Nahash the Ammonite came up and besieged Jabesh-Gilead, and all the men of Jabesh said unto Nahash, Make a covenant with us, and we will be thy servants. And Nahash the Ammonite answered them, On this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may thrust out all of your right eyes, and bring that shame upon all Israel. To whom the elders of Jabesh said, Give us 7 days' respite, that we may send our messengers unto all the coasts of Israel, and then if no man delivers us, then we will come out to thee. Then came the messengers to Gibeah of Saul, and told these tidings in the ears of the people, and all the people lifted up their voices and wept. And behold, Saul came following the cattle out of the field. And Saul said, What aileth this people, that they weep? And they told him the tidings of the men of Jabesh. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul, and when he heard those tidings, and he was exceedingly angry, and took a yoke of oxen, and hewed them in pieces, and sent them throughout all the coasts of Israel by the hands of messengers, saying, Whosoever cometh not forth after Saul, and after Samuel, so shall his oxen be served. And the Spirit of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out with one consent. And when he numbered them in Bezek, the children of Israel were 300,000 men, and the men of Judah 30,000. Then they said unto the messengers that came, So say unto the men of Jabesh-Gilead, Tomorrow, by then the sun be hot, ye shall have help. And the messengers came and showed it to the men of Jabesh, which were glad. Therefore the men of Jabesh said, Tomorrow we will come out to you, and ye shall do with us all that pleaseth you. And when the morrow came, Saul put the people in 3 bands, and they came in upon the host in the morning watch, and slew the Ammonites until the heat of the day. And they that remained were scattered, so that 2 of them were not left together. Then the people said unto Samuel, Who is he that said, Shall Saul reign over us? Bring those men, that we may slay them. But Saul said, There shall no man die this day, for today the Lord hath saved Israel. Then said Samuel unto the people, Come, that we may go to Gilgal, and renew the kingdom there. So all the people went to Gilgal, and made Saul king there before the Lord in Gilgal. And there they offered peace offerings before the Lord, and there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced exceedingly. 1 Samuel chapter 12. Samuel then said unto all Israel, Behold, I have hearkened unto your voice in all that ye have said unto me, and have appointed a king over you. Now therefore, behold, your king walketh before you, and I am old and grey-headed, and behold, my sons are with you, and I have walked before you from my childhood unto this day. Behold, here I am. Bear record of me before the Lord, and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Or whose ass have I taken? Or whom have I done wrong to? Or whom have I hurt? Or of whose hand have I received any bribe to blind my eyes therewith? And I will restore it to you. Then they said, Thou hast done us no wrong, nor hast hurt us, neither hast thou taken aught of any man's hand. And he said unto them, The Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have found naught in my hands. And they answered, He is witness. Then Samuel said unto the people, It is the Lord that made Moses and Aaron, and that brought your fathers out of the land of Egypt. 1 Samuel chapter 13. Saul now had been king 1 year, and he reigned 2 years over Israel. Then Saul chose him 3,000 of Israel, and 2,000 were with Saul in Michmash, in the Mount Bethel, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in Gibeah of Benjamin, and the rest of the people he sent every one to his tent. And Jonathan smote the garrison of the Philistines that was in the hill, and it came to the Philistines' ears. And Saul blew the trumpet throughout all the land, saying, Hear, O ye Hebrews. And all Israel heard say, Saul hath destroyed a garrison of the Philistines. Wherefore Israel had an abomination with the Philistines, and the people gathered together after Saul to Gilgal. The Philistines also gathered themselves together to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen. For the people was like the sand which is by the seaside in multitude, and came up and pitched in Michmash, eastward from Beth-aven. And when the men of Israel saw that they were in a strait, for the people were in distress, the people hid themselves in caves and in holes and in rocks and in towers and in pits. And some of the Hebrews went over the Jordan unto the land of Gad and Gilead, and Saul was yet in Gilgal, and all the people, for fear, followed him. And he tarried 7 days, according unto the time that Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, therefore the people were scattered from him. And Saul said, Bring a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings. And he offered a burnt offering. And as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came, and Saul went forth to meet him, to salute him. And Samuel said, What hast thou done? And Saul said, Because I saw that the people was scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together to Michmash. Therefore I said, The Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto the Lord. I was bold therefore, and offered a burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, Thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For the Lord had now established thy kingdom upon Israel forever. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be governor over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord hath commanded thee. And Samuel arose and got him up from Gilgal in Gibeah of Benjamin, and Saul numbered the people that were found with him, about 600 men. And Saul and Jonathan his son, and the people that were found with him, had their abiding in Gibeah of Benjamin. But the Philistines pitched in Michmash. And there came out of the host of the Philistines 3 bands to destroy. One band turned unto the way of Ophrah, unto the land of Shual, and the other band turned toward the way to Beth-horon, and the third band turned toward the way of the coast, that looketh toward the valley of Zeboim, toward the wilderness. Then there was no smith found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, Lest the Hebrews make them swords or spears. Therefore all the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen every man his share, his mattock, and his axe, and his weeding hook. Yet they had a file for the shares, and for the mattocks, and for the pitchforks, and for the axes, and for to sharpen the goads. So when the day of battle was come, there was neither sword nor spear found in the hands of any of the people that were with Saul and with Jonathan, but only with Saul and Jonathan his son was there found. And the garrison of the Philistines came out to the passage of Michmash.